Welcome to another session of Freedom Before Destination, a Stormlight Archive actual play RPG. I am your host, Brian Kershaw, and I am thrilled to have you here. We are continuing an exciting battle scene. Our characters, in their pursuit of Dunan, a stonemason from the village of Shadowstone who was sold into slavery, have been chasing after the slaver Meralt. They took a questionable shortcut that allegedly, probably, almost definitely, will lead them faster than the typical path will.
I believe in us.
That's the important part.
I believe in the heart of the weird crag in the canyon.
This shortcut looks like it may not have been taken for a little while, though, since the characters stumbled into a nest of Shellmites. A crab-like creature who hides as rock buds and attacks via ambush. Trusting that Yopi absolutely knew what he was doing, he just smacked a plant with a hammer and alerted the various Shellmites to your presence. You've been fighting a slow fight as these creatures attack from ambush, but as you've fought your way through about half of the nest, the rest of them have all emerged and are scuttling forward. Our group was forced to ask whether or not they were going to continue pushing through this shortcut, or if they were going to turn back but lose precious time. They decided there was no way they can sacrifice this time and they've got to fight their way through. And so, they're going to have to defeat all of these Shellmites. Also, I believe Aelin found a pretty cool-looking fabrial amongst the wreck of a carriage, so clearly you're at least getting some treasure out of this.
Yeah.
So, we find ourselves in combat. Just like we've done before, everyone is going to choose a slow or a fast turn, and you can feel free to enter those right into Roll20. All right. Aelin, you were taking a fast turn, so you get to go first.
Is this like rough terrain, or is that just...
So that area is impassable. There is a Chull who is dead there.
Oh, okay.
And this creature has a giant rock-like shell.
Okay, I can kind of see that now. I will then move up here.
Okay, and it will not take a reaction strike.
Okay, great. I love to see it. And then I will attack that guy.
Go for it. Now, Aaron, I do feel the need to point this out. Orlo, the Axe Hound, is in melee range with him.
I know.
Please don't shoot the dog.
Are you willing to risk Bill's dog? Because I won't take any blame if something goes awry here.
We will blame everything on you, Aaron.
Okay.
Well, I'll still blame Brian.
Well,
You know what? Fair.
the thing is, the dog bug is
The dog.
next to the creature, no matter who shoots at it.
It's true.
So if anybody wants to shoot at it, there is a dog bug there.
There is an Axe Hound, yes.
So,
The dog.
well, that wasn't great. Hold on.
Don't shoot my dog, Aaron.
I know.
You hit the dog, and my next attack is going towards you.
Uh-huh.
And Aaron, don't forget to roll the plot die.
Okay, hold on. So you just add your weapon bonus, that's it?
Yeah. Your weapon bonus will have everything rolled into it.
It already has.
So you roll your light weapon skill, and that will also include your, I believe it's agility.
Okay.
Or speed, pardon me.
Gotcha. I see. Okay, so I got a 12.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just... And I got a 6, which is...
That's an opportunity. So, good news, bad news. Unfortunately, that shot does not pierce its physical defense.
Sounds about right.
However, because you got an opportunity, you do get something good that happens. You have a couple different options, and we'll eventually have these memorized as they come up so often.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to certain people and their constant determination. So, I'm excited, dear listener, to share. My copy of the Stormlight RPG has arrived in physical books. And A, they're gorgeous, you should see them. B, someone, we'll never know who, may have gone real in on the Kickstarter, and so I got a bunch of extra stuff, including plot cards. So, Aaron, you have options.
Hey, I wrote them down. Let me prove what a good student I am. We can aid ally, we can change the narrative, we can regain focus, or if you do hit, you can get a critical hit, but I did not hit, so.
Nailed it. You can also choose to get the results of a plot card, which in this case is the benefit of a reluctant ally. You can choose an ally until the end of the scene. You can gain an additional reaction each turn, which can be used to aid that ally.
I don't know who would...
He's right here, and you almost just shot him.
Isn't he already my ally?
Mm-hmm. And is maybe feeling a little reluctant as arrows started flying past him. So, this is an option that you can choose to take as this opportunity, but you can get an extra reaction on each of your turns that you can use to aid Orlo and potentially give him an advantage on his rolls.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right, you want to do that instead of gaining a focus?
Yeah.
All right. So you have the benefit for the rest of the scene of a reluctant ally. You can, before an ally makes a test that you could assist with, spend a focus, and they automatically get advantage.
Okay.
So, effectively, you can help distract the various creatures or point out weak spots that Orlo could attack.
Okay.
And he'll be able to get advantage on his rolls. All right, none of the enemies took a quick turn, so we are on the slow turns for the PCs. Nartel, Idalili, and Yopi.
Eat a little.
Edie.
Yeah, that's easier.
Better.
That's what I've been going with.
Yep.
Edie, Yopi, either of you want to go first?
I
would prefer not to.
I don't know. I don't either. Go ahead! Do your thing! We're counting on you!
Okay. I mean, I can do it too. I was gonna try to charge through and hit the stuff that's a little further away from us, but not with that thing there in the middle of it all. Understood. Actually, question here, Brian. If I were to, hypothetically, use my reaction to assist Nartel and give him advantage, would I then regain my reaction once it is my turn? Because it's kind of weird because we're all going at essentially the same time, so I'm not sure if
I think you would have had to had Nartel going at a fast action to be able to regain your reaction now.
Okay.
Because this is all sort of simultaneous for the PCs.
Sure.
Okay, so as a free action, I'm going to have Orlo perform his bite strike.
Mm-hmm.
On Aelin, right?
No, Orlo's a good boy. He's going to go for the Rockmite?
Shellmite.
Shellmite. Dang it.
All right, and Aaron, are you giving him advantage on this?
Of course.
Okay.
Like, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
So 15 to hit.
That hits.
Huzzah!
There we go.
Excellent. How much you do?
So that is 6 damage on the Shellmite.
Heck yeah.
Okay. They do not have any form of deflect, so it just takes 6 damage, and it does not care for that.
Weird.
It makes a clacking sound angrily with its little pincers.
Oh, I can't wait to see what horrible noise Hannah finds to put in there for that. No.
I am actually going to take a shot at the next furthest Shellmite.
Mm-hmm.
22 to hit.
Yup.
Nice.
That'll do it.
Okay. So that'll be 3 damage on that one.
Okay. These swarm of Shellmites begins clicking angrily. And it looks like you've definitely riled them up.
Sorry, just making sure. I'm looking at what he rolled there on the longbow. So it's a 1d6 is 3. Doesn't he add?
He sure
It's heavy-
does.
Yeah.
Well, my heavy weaponry is 3, so that should be a total of 6 damage then. So that's my first action.
Mm-hmm.
I guess next
No,
action.
that's 2 actions. 1 to order Orlo.
Free action.
Or no, do you get to do that for free?
That's free.
Oh, nice.
So then my next, I will just move up. I'm going to actually kind of to shield Orlo, but also just to give Aelin maybe a little bit of extra defense here, as there is a bug in front of us.
Thank you.
And I will use for my last action, I'll use a focus to just take the dodge action.
Okay.
Neat.
That's a reaction, isn't it? Dodge? You have to wait until something's actually attacking you.
Oh, I think Phoenix may be right.
Oh, okay. Well then.
That said, if you move to kind of position yourself between Aelin and the Shellmite, that would also count as an action.
Yeah. So that's all mine actions then. Or that's all I'm going to take.
Perfect. All right, so Nartel has gone. Edie and Yopi.
I guess if you're okay with it, Phoenix, I'll go ahead and go.
Sure.
I want to, because Edalil is very angry right now at the blatant disrespect of her rope and the animals of labor that lie dead all around her. Angry a la Sophie.
I'm so proud.
She's going to, like, it's clear that her allies have this other guy, like, they got him.
Mm-hmm.
They're good. So she's going to take out her sling and aim for the others that are all the way down here. Probably using not only the rocks and all that around her as ammo, but also probably bits of other Shellmites. Just to be petty and... yeah.
I mean, several of them did get hit by a very heavy hammer.
Yeah, there's lots of little bits. It's perfect ammunition. Alright, so I'll aim for the one that is currently closest, although the one that's currently closest is surrounded by allies. I mean, yeah, you know what I mean.
And feel free to roll the roll the plot die with that one.
Okay. Okay, that's all right.
Interesting.
Huh.
So how'd it go?
That's on those are 2 different ends of the spectrum. One, I rolled a nat 20, and well, the plot die is a nat 20. My impact is a nat 1.
So the plot die came up with a complication.
Yeah.
Oh wait, which one's the plot die?
That D6, that's after your nat 20.
The little square thing.
The little red symbol-y looking thing.
Okay, wait.
The 1 is your damage.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Uh-huh.
It was just a weird little symbol-y looking thing.
It's a crit with a complication
Yep.
for 110. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So, the way that this will work is very exciting. You are going to get an opportunity and a complication. Because you get a free opportunity because you rolled a nat 20. And you get a complication because it came up on the plot die.
Yep.
So, you first are going to choose what you want for your opportunity.
Did she double crit?
You got a couple of options. You could aid an ally. You could collect yourself and recover 1 focus. You can critical, and that means you deal maximum damage instead of that 1. You could influence the narrative, or I can draw another card from the opportunity deck.
Yeah, but she already critical, so there's no need to critical on the critical.
She did not.
No, I did not.
When you roll a nat 20, it gives a free opportunity.
Yeah.
You can choose whether you want it to be a critical hit or not.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
This is also worth noting because this is going to be very different than our D&D experience. Anytime you have an opportunity and you hit, you can make it a critical.
I definitely want to roll max damage on this guy.
Fantastic. Now, you also have a complication. You have 4 options. You can hinder an ally, giving them a disadvantage on their next roll. You can become distracted and lose a point of focus. You can influence the narrative, or I can draw a card from the hindrance deck.
The deck of many things.
I've got a whole deck of many problems.
Yeah, Brian really wants to use his deck. But I don't know if I want him to use his deck.
I feel pretty sure that's going to be great for Brian and not so great for us.
Yeah.
What? Never.
Deck of many problems.
Bill is just clapping.
I'm imagining that, like, whatever ammunition I grabbed up ricocheted around everywhere. Like, I missed, but it hit a rock, and then it bounced off the rock, and it hit the carriage, and it bounced off the carriage, and then hit the target. So Edie's just standing there like, I guess that worked out, and is momentarily distracted by what just happened.
Soon, complication die. Soon. All right, so drop your focus down by 1.
Yep.
Perfect. And you still have 2 actions. What else are you going to do with your slow turn actions?
I think that, well, do we know if these little rock guys are enemies or actual rock buds? The ones in front of us.
At this point, everything that is an enemy is visible.
Okay. That's what I was hoping for. So, she is going to run forward and hide, like, behind the carriage? Is that a specific thing?
Isn't the Chull impassable?
Well, I didn't
yeah,
know.
you wouldn't be able to move through its space,
Well,
but you can move around it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So you can get to, like, there.
Yeah.
Using a skill would be an action.
Yeah.
So hiding would be using a skill.
I would like to hide from, well, do I have an ability to, like, do a surprise attack from cover? Like, if something comes near me, doesn't know I'm there, I can, like, jump out at it, like, Argh!
That sounds like what hiding does.
But that doesn't give, like, any
you can
kind
ready with 2 actions, but you only have 1 action left.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, does that offer me any kind of advantage if on my next turn I'm hiding and they don't know I'm there?
I would say yes.
Then I shall do that. That'll be stealth, obviously, right?
I would say so.
Yep. And no plot die?
No plot die on that one.
Okay. Okay.
All right, got a 10, not bad.
Me.
Also, I got a little sidetracked making sure that I had the right numbers before, but you defo killed that crab.
Oh, heck yeah.
There was a crack and it just, like, toppled backwards with its little legs in the air and then kind of curling in like a spider.
Oh, heck yeah.
All right. That's all for Edie, who believes she's hidden. Yopi.
Well, I had announced my intention to go charging after the things further down, but instead both of you decided to kill it, so hey, that's cool. I will instead get the thing that you left behind.
Thanks, Yopi.
So I will charge up forward with my movement. Can I move through allies?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so I now have momentum to hit with my hammer. And since I have advantage, I will use Rousing Presence for free. And the only person who doesn't have a determination right now looks to be Edie. So Edie gets determined.
Yay.
Or Orlo.
Or Orlo. You know what? With the way that Aylin's throwing around arrows and stuff, maybe I should give it to Orlo.
I am fine with this.
I know. God forbid I shoot something that's right near me and try to kill it for you, who said you wanted to go kill the other things, but sure.
Thank you for that.
But you also might kill the dog.
I'm not going to kill the dog.
So I'm going to go ahead and try to hit it with my hammer.
All right, roll it.
That is 15 to hit.
That'll do it.
With maximum damage, which is going to be... Is that my strength that I add to it?
Yes, it is.
So 13 points of damage.
Ooh. Phoenix, Yopi comes rushing forward and just kind of does like a swing underhanded with both hands. I don't know what that noise was, and I never want to hear it again.
Water boy. Water boy.
And there is just a crack as this hammer hits the Shellmite, and it bounces up into the air, hits the cliff wall, and then bounces away. It's super dead.
It's super dead.
Super duper dead.
All right. So that was a charge from Yopi, and then an attack. So that was 2 actions.
Yeah, so I am going to... I actually feel like I've got an extra now. Can I... So Brace says raise your shield or take cover.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try to take some cover here then?
From where you're at, not really.
Okay.
If you were behind the carriage, you definitely could.
Yeah, that's fair. I really don't have much else to do then, so I guess I'll use a move action and just give Edie some cover there.
Okay, so kind of moving up along the edge of the carriage and kind of like holding point.
No,
what are you talking about? I'm already covered enough. They can't see me.
I'm holding a hammer.
All right. So Yopi kind of strides forward, kind of putting his back to the carriage. And the Shellmites are up.
Here we go.
The last 2 that you can see are clacking their little claws, ferociously getting ready to attack.
Here comes the crab rave.
Here comes the crab rave indeed. All right. Phoenix.
Yo.
The Shellmites come scuttling forward, loudly clacking and snapping their claws. But...
to a beat only they can hear.
Indeed. Weird accidental Stormlight deep cut that happened.
Oh.
Phoenix.
Yo.
I have some very good news for you.
What up?
Well, now I'm not going to tell you after that.
Please tell me, Brian. Can you tell me what happens next?
Oh, I can. I made a mistake last session. It's my first time GMing Stormlight, so I'm allowed. The Shellmites have 2 attacks. They can either snip at you with their pincers, or they can do a feeding frenzy. However, both take 2 actions.
Ah, nice.
Because they're crabs, they move a little slower. So, if they take a fast turn, they actually can't move and attack. So because these ones were further away, they have to spend their entire action scuttling towards you.
Not that we can retcon this, but I believe I got attacked twice by the same crab last time.
You did.
Yeah, exactly.
It was my first day.
That's okay.
So that is the last action of the Shellmites. So we're back to initiative.
Does Orlo get his own turn?
You know what, Bill, you're right. There is a section on rules for allies in chapter 10, and I believe Orlo is supposed to get his own turn.
Huzzah!
So before we fully wrap up, what is Orlo going to do? I just put him in at a slow action, but I probably should have checked with you.
He'll pretty much mirror whatever Nartel takes. So he's going to charge up and go help out Yopi here. I think he'll go for the left one there.
All right. Roll that attack.
Well, so because there's an ally within 5 feet of him, he will, using a free action, give himself advantage with pack tactics. So thank you, Yopi.
Nice.
Boy, good boy, Goncho.
And I could only give him advantage the one time?
Once per turn. So once you've taken a turn again, you'll be able to give him advantage again.
I see. Okay.
So rolling with advantage. Will a 16 hit?
It sure will.
5
damage.
So Orlo leaps forward and tries to get a good chomp on the spider, but doesn't seem to get a good grip on there. Only gets 5 damage.
5 damage is still not bad. So he's kind of working at one of this crab monstrosity's legs and just like yanking on it, and the creature is getting turned off balance.
Yeah, as he comes up, I am just talking his ear off about, did you see that? He called that the Hammer of Destiny, gone.
All right, now initiative. Click on your character, put in your initiative. Bill, from the Stormlight core book, if allied NPCs are fighting along the PCs, they take their turns at the same time as enemy NPCs. It's up to the GM when those NPCs act during that phase.
Oh, okay.
So we'll just have Orlo act either fast or slow, depending on kind of the circumstances.
Fair enough.
Well, he could still roll initiative for him, right? But then just put him either with the fast enemy turns or the slow enemy turns.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and that's what I was doing. Because it basically says the GM picks where they go.
That's what I heard. Is the GM picks. So I'm just like, oh, okay. I as long as he just gets to go, sure, why not?
He gets to go, and you can use a free action to give him extra actions on your turn.
That's more what I'm looking for.
Yep. All right, so Nartel, Edie, and Aelin are all up on fast turns, as is Orlo. And then Yopi is going slow and finishing things. And the Shellmites foolishly took a slow turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Nartel, Aelin, and Edie, feel free to go.
So I'm going to go ahead. I pull out my bow again, but then I'm like looking like there's the thing over there, but then Orlo's there and Yopi's there, and I don't want to hit anybody. So instead, I glance over at the carriage, and I'm like, I can't really aim when there's my allies right next to that guy. So I'm going to run over here.
So you rush over the carriage and kind of take a look at that?
Yeah, I want to go over there and see if I can root around and find what I think was a fabrial that I saw in there.
Absolutely. So you find a burnished box, and inside is a wand. It's made of pewter and is covered in gemstones, and you suspect it is a fabrial. You would need a little time studying it to be sure of exactly what it does. But this gemstone-studded zinc and pewter wand is certainly something with some kind of powers associated with it.
I use it immediately, and I'm kidding.
Absolutely. Point it at one of the things and just see what happens.
Sorely tempted.
Now, Aaron, you also see inside of that fallen carriage There are a few bodies.
Oh.
Now, they're quite dead, and they've clearly been picked over, so there's just skeletons left at this point. However, you spot a body lying in ruined finery and wearing what looks like a functional steel breastplate.
Ooh.
And across its lap is a leather sack of infused spheres.
Ooh.
And you can spot a soft blue light emanating from it.
Cool. I will start, okay.
Are you going to steal from the dead?
That was my question. In this setting, is it like a thing that it's bad to do that?
It would probably be frowned upon.
Well, what if...
But you don't know this guy.
Well, it's not that. I mean, I don't think that Aelin would, do anything really morally super questionable.
Mm-hmm.
She's a pretty good kid, but she also would want to take, the things of value, like, back to the family and, like, notify the family. So if there were any, like, identifying jewelry, or, I mean, that's the only thing I can think of that would still maybe be there. But she would want to take that stuff and take it back, see if she could find whose it was to tell them what happened.
You do kind of a quick look over, but you don't see any identifying items. There's nothing that kind of tells you which Light Eyes this was.
Okay. She will take the Fabrial, and she will have like a little bit of a guilty face and be like, Storms, I hope this is okay. Because she feels like they need all the help they can get to get their friend back.
Mm-hmm.
But she's gonna leave the other stuff for the moment, and she wants to talk to Yopi about it, because she's not gonna she doesn't feel comfortable just grabbing it herself, but she's gonna tell them what's in there afterwards.
Sounds good. All right. Aelin has run up and kind of searched through this. She's found this Fabrial wand that she's certain does something, but will need time to understand it. What is Nartel and Edie going to do?
Edie, do you want to go? Or if not,
I mean, Edie's probably going to try and be somewhat quick on the draw here, with whipping out her knife and just going at the closest crab and being like, you didn't see this coming, ha!
So Edie kind of jumps up onto the rim of the carriage, intending on, like, striking at the Shellmite.
Yep.
And as she pops out from hiding, it's looking straight at her.
Oh.
It got a 21 on its perception check.
Oh. But I was hidden so well.
It super spotted your 10.
I thought for sure the 10 would work.
Didn't we all? Didn't we all?
I mean, it probably didn't help that I was, turning to you, both you and the dog, just trying to tell you all about that hit.
Yeah.
So do you want to do a strike and try and attack it?
Oh, yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's pretty good.
Okay.
How'd you do?
20 to hit.
20 to hit will work.
Yeah.
How much damage?
7. As much as I can.
Okay, this Shellmite looks badly hurt.
Huzzah.
Nartel.
Okay, so given that we're halfway through and trying to work through, Nartel is going to start moving forward, and as he goes forward, he's going to whistle to Orlo to attack the Shellmite in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
Pack instincts within. So it's a passive. So I guess can Orlo give himself?
Yeah. So you can use the gain advantage action as a free action. However, because of Erin's earlier reluctant ally opportunity, she can also use a reaction to just give him advantage. Using gain advantage, he would have to make a test to get it.
But doesn't he automatically get it with pack tactics?
Oh, gain advantage with it. Okay.
Gain advantage is an action. Anyone can take it, but you've got to make a check.
Got it.
So remember how Aelin was doing like that steady aim?
Okay. Well, let's do it. I want to get used to the mechanics. So he's going to use as a free action to gain advantage.
Okay.
So the pack tactics is what allows him to do it for free.
For free,
It's
yep.
not. I get it. Okay.
So what skill is Orlo going to use to try and get advantage over this crab monstrosity?
He's going to use the fact that both of them kind of came up charging towards Yopi, and so it's just going to try and use that distraction to, while it's focused on him, to nip at the sides to pull it away and try and separate it from that.
Okay. Maybe using like agility or stealth for that?
Probably agility, yeah.
All right, roll it. You need to beat a crab's cognitive defense.
So that is a 19.
That'll do it. The crab had an 11.
Fantastic.
You got him.
Okay, so then this bite will be an advantage.
Correct.
That is a dirty 20 to hit
That'll do it.
Nice.
for maximum 8 damage.
That is a deceased Shellmite.
Okay, and then I guess real quick, are these areas right here passable, or is that just the wall?
I'll let you get there.
Okay.
You're kind of wedging up, but it's just next to Orlo, so it'll be fine.
So that was 5, 10, 15, 20.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to drop the bow and use your mace?
Yes, but that would be but to drop the bow and pull out the mace would be an action.
Mm-hmm.
So
You could always take the shot and just risk shooting Yopi.
It's fine. Go on.
wouldn't I also be risking to shoot Orlo too?
No, just Yopi.
Just Yopi?
I will guard Orlo with my life.
Okay. Sure.
I may have to guard Orlo with my life.
And Bill, you also need to roll the plot die.
Oh, I need to roll a plot die, huh?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, okay.
You hit me. You hit me.
And a 2
A 2.
comes up as a complication.
Yes.
So, Phoenix, you take... Give me one moment to look this up.
What I take is the arrow for Orlo. That's what I take.
Uh-huh.
That is correct.
I didn't really mean you should shoot me.
It was more metaphorical! Alright, when you make a ranged attack against a target who is within 5 feet of your ally, raise the stakes on the attack test, so that's where you roll the plot die. If the attack misses your target and you roll a complication, the GM can spend it to make your attack automatically graze your ally without spending focus. So, Bill, roll your damage dice. That'll be a d6 with no bonus.
Wouldn't that be the 4 that he rolled?
No, because that has the bonus added in.
Wouldn't it be the 1?
Nope.
Ah.
I respect the fishing, but no.
Here you go, Phoenix. Ouch.
It's all good, gone.
So I rolled a 5.
What's your deflect, Phoenix?
Oh, my deflect is 2.
All right, so you take 3 points of piercing damage. Keen damage in this case. All right, and that was all from Nartel. Bill, Orlo's up. Oh, actually, wait. I'm so sorry. You were determined. As you missed your roll, would you also like to spend an opportunity?
Sure.
Since we're learning the mechanics.
I will spend an opportunity to give Orlo advantage on finishing off the Shellmite.
Perfect.
So Orlo will quickly scurry around to flank the Shellmite, and that will be
An attack with advantage.
oh my god! So I rolled a 7.
Good news, though. If you mouse over it, you can see the 2 results, and one of those was a nat 1.
Yes, I know. That's why I'm saying, oh my god.
All right. So Orlo moved and Orlo attacked.
Does he get a graze?
He could spend a focus and do a graze if you want.
He will. For 3 damage.
Okay. You know what? That is just enough.
Huzzah!
The last of the Shellmites is dead. All right. The 4 of you and Orlo stand in this narrow canyon, catching your breath. You have successfully fought your way through the nest of Shellmites, and Aelin has noticed something of interest. There are some things left behind in this carriage. What are y'all gonna do about the deceased Light Eyes?
Edalil is going to try to be slightly subtle as we're perusing and gazing upon what is left inside of here.
Mm-hmm.
And she kind of thinks to herself that this stuff could make her and her father, like, a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
And she knows that it's wrong to take from the dead, that, you know, it's frowned upon. But they've not been as successful.
Sometimes needs must.
Yeah, they've not been as successful as of late. So she's going to try to very subtly slip some things in her pocket without hopefully alerting the others as to what she's doing.
Okay. I'm assuming you're not going to try and steal the breastplate.
No, that won't fit in her pocket. She doesn't
so
have a
much.
skirt of holding.
Can you make a thievery check for me?
Yes, I can. Why do I roll? I mean, it's not a terrible roll, but it's like mediocre. It's 11.
Okay.
To be fair, you are a kid.
I mean,
You do your best to be subtle about it, but Yopi and Aelin, just from the corner of your eye, you kind of catch Edie trying to palm a couple of the spheres from that bag.
So I have a question. Is
Mhm.
there? I know Aaron was looking earlier, both Aaron and Aelin, but would there be anything like the equivalent of like dog tags, on a modern soldier?
Unfortunately, not on this particular noble.
Okay.
There is something very commonly done where Light Eyes, if one of them falls in battle, they will send people to recover the body. But this might have been a minor functionary or someone who was maybe fleeing with this stash of cash. But for whatever reason, no one has come to recover it.
While Aelin and Edie are digging through the carriage, Nartel will kind of somberly come over and try and help Yopi with his wound.
Mm-hmm.
But Nartel also, given that we're in a box canyon and that we just had these things come at us, he's going to be keeping it. He's not as concerned about what's there, what's being looted.
Mm-hmm.
As far as Nartel's concerned, we're in the wilderness. You take what you need to survive, and if it can serve you better than it can serve the dead lying here, then take it. But he's more concerned about just getting ambushed again, so he and Orlo are keeping watch.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. You didn't miss. You were just distracting him for Orlo. I understand.
I'm sorry, my friend.
the scent of blood distracted them and allowed Orlo to get the hit in.
Absolutely.
That's totally what happened.
It's like we drew it up.
All right. Checking in. Are you guys taking all of the cash? There are a number of sapphire bromes in there.
I mean, Edie's gonna try!
Edie's at least stolen some of it.
Yeah.
So, is there any markings of, like, the carriage? I don't know if carriages are... I'm thinking of it like a ship has a name.
Mm-hmm.
Any, like,
Or
identifying...
like carriage would have a crest on the door usually.
Oh, yeah.
Something along that line? Yeah.
So, you do see a crest on the door, but it is simply of the Royan princedom. So, think of it more as just, this is some rich person's conveyance. Basically, it's like you passed a crashed nice car on the highway.
Got it. I'm not gonna do anything to stop Edie.
I'm not either, but I don't think I'm gonna take
Not
any.
going to participate?
Like, I got the Fabrial, but I don't really feel comfortable just taking stuff.
Taking more. Okay.
Yeah, the Roy and Princedom, like, where is that? Is that where we are right now?
That's where you are. That's where your hometown is from.
Okay.
So there are 10 princedoms in Alethkar, all ruled over by different high princes. And you are in kind of the northeastern corner of the country, on the very edge of what's called the Unclaimed Hills. At this point, you're sort of past the edges of kind of civilization into this more wild area, like Nartel was talking about.
You know, it's in the middle of a canyon. It's not like somebody's going to come stumbling through here. So if anybody's coming through here, it's going to be brigands. So I actually am. I'm going to go ahead and grab I will take the breastplate with the intent of delivering it. I'm not going to, take time out away from getting Dunan.
Mm-hmm.
But essentially, once we are somewhere where I can turn it in,
mm-hmm.
I will let the proper authorities know and return it to them as, didn't want somebody else to grab this. I am honorable.
Indeed.
Okay.
And Phoenix, if you wanted to, that is something you could add to your equipment and use, or you could simply put it in your inventory.
And it's just a breastplate?
Yep, steel breastplate.
Which I am already wearing.
Okay.
It's not any different mechanically from my own, then?
Nope.
Okay.
And Hannah, is Edie taking all of the money or some of the money?
She's gonna probably... Has she noticed that the others have noticed her taking stuff?
Phoenix and Aaron, do you guys make any kind of confirmation that you've spotted her, or are you sort of just letting Edie do what she's going to do?
Well, I'm just wondering, does Edie, look up, and does she see them, a side-eye stare?
I mean, you've seen Yopi taking the breastplate off of the corpse.
I mean, yeah, he's not staring you down while you're doing this. So my intent is yes, to turn this over to, somebody once we get back to civilization. But you do with that as your own business. I don't really care.
So because no one is like really trying to stop her, she's probably going to feel like slightly emboldened.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, she's going to take it all.
Okay.
Like her and her father kind of need this.
Mm-hmm. It is a leather sack filled with sapphire bromes,
mm-hmm.
which are worth quite a bit of money.
Mm-hmm.
This group of bromes are a type of sphere currency, and this is worth 1,000 marks.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, she's like looking at it, and it's like the anime sparkle eyes, like open up the bag, and like light pours out. Like
light does literally pour out of this.
I know, but the heavens sing. There's choir in the background. Her eyes are giant. Like, oh, this will help a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're set up.
Out of curiosity, Brian, you mentioned it's worth 1,000 marks. When we're looking at our character sheet and it talks about spheres, is that measured in marks?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the actual Stormlight Archive, there is a whole financial system that was built out on marks being the smallest currency and then moving upwards, and each gem having a different denomination. We are not going to worry about that. I don't need to go into that fine level of economic detail. All right, so your group presses on and follows the path into the Unclaimed Hills. That path rises up along the hillsides and out of this slot canyon. And soon, you have a commanding view of the seas below, and are just able to barely make out the white sails of fishing ships on distant Hoel Bay. The area you're traveling through could be far worse. To the south, you can see areas of the Unclaimed Hills that might be better called small mountains. a group of sky eels dance through the evening air, making sudden dives down into the water of the night stream sea and along the shores to catch fish and crabs. Small, arrowhead-shaped spren whirl about them as they fly, slowly fading from view as the snake-like creatures wriggle away on land with their captured prey. For just a moment, you can't help but smile as you're watching. One of the last sculptures that Dunan carved for the old city lord Falalar featured the herald Yazeraza Elin, the Herald of Kings. The sculpture depicted him with an outstretched hand, with 10 noble-looking sky eels dancing around it. Even Bright Lord Adamar was at least a little impressed with the work, despite his notorious dislike of art. Dunan practiced carving so many of those sky eels on small stones, and gave them to people around the town. Do you still have the one that he gave to you?
Oh, absolutely.
Of course.
That's probably like an incredibly precious item to like eat a little. I mean, like, how small are we talking even?
Like palm-sized.
Yeah, it's definitely like in one of her pockets, or like in
tucked
her
away in a
bag.
pocket.
Yeah, probably wrapped in like some sort of like scrap soft cloth. Yeah.
Like, Nartel doesn't have it on him. He usually keeps it in his like footlocker or his belongings, just well packed away, safely stored, but still with him. Yes.
But back probably in town as kind of the staging area that he goes out to.
Pretty much, yeah. He doesn't want to risk losing it, so he tries to keep it where he knows he'll be coming back to.
Yopi has it attached on a cord, and it is looped around his neck, so it is with him at all times.
And how about Aelin?
Aelin has hers in her bags.
You all kind of smile thinking about that, thinking back to how excited he was to carve that and how everyone got to kind of be part of this massive project that he was working on. And the sun begins to slowly dip below the western horizon, and you see a small cave up on a hillside. It's only about 15 feet deep or so, and clearly has been a place used by other travelers as an area to rest. Do you all head up there?
And it is obviously getting late at this point. How far away are we currently from where we think that Meralt's carriage caravan? Are we from the destination that they are going to go to? Like, are we here at that destination, or is it still like a little ways up the coast?
You think it's probably still a ways up the coast.
Okay.
You don't think that you've overtaken them or caught up just yet, because they did have a head start. And based on what you were able to see from the tracks as Nartel was looking, it looks like they are trying to push very hard. You strongly suspect a group of slavers, they don't stick around very much. And they try and put as much distance between themselves and a town as they can.
With that in mind, I am fully in favor of just pushing on through the night.
Could I take a moment as we kind of rejoin the main road to kind of survey around, see if I can, in essence, study to determine, so as you said, we don't think we've surpassed them. Can I tell how far behind? So in essence, I'm trying to make a
survival check for me.
Okay. Oh, that's a 7. That's not good.
Okay. You managed to find a few tracks.
So, sorry, before you get going, what I was trying to do was essentially make Meralt my quarry. So I'm looking to seek quarry, and was essentially trying to use advantage to see if we could get an idea of where he is or how far behind we are.
Okay. Let me take a quick look at seek quarry.
Okay.
Okay. Bill, I think you could definitely use seek quarry on this. I don't think that'll let you automatically tell where he is, but it will give you advantage on rolls made to find him. So feel free to roll that test again.
Oof. Oof.
Well, that's a 6. Roll 20 does not like me tonight.
So you managed to go down a point. Excellent.
Yeah, pretty much.
If only you'd had the determined condition. So you kind of study these tracks, but just you're not sure. You know that you're catching up. This is fresher than when you were seeing the tracks on the main road before. So you think that you've closed some of the distance, but you're not sure.
I'm willing to accept my crappy rolls.
Yeah, Phoenix.
So I realized I can spend an action to recover and roll my recovery die, but I can only do that once per scene.
Yep.
So could I do that before we left the canyon?
That'll be just fine.
Okay. I am rolling my recovery die.
And we can all do that, right?
You all can do that. And a recovery die can be spent in a mix of health and focus.
I got a 1. Well, I regain a hit point.
Okay.
Well, it's better than nothing.
Aaron, are you going to rest as well?
Yay, I'm back to full health.
How long is a rest? Like, is it a short rest?
Short rest.
Okay.
You could do a short rest or a long rest.
Definitely been just doing a short rest.
And that'll generally be about an hour.
Okay.
Before we had left this area, could I have, looking forward to the possibility of us catching up with the carriage, which is an entourage and a carriage full of prisoners, not just your friend.
Guy. Yep.
Could I have looked around the site of the carriage to see if there might be anything that could serve me as like a tool, or something that I could put together? I may be treating this class more like artificer than is intended. But
Aaron, you are not. This is on brand.
Okay. So she can maybe whip up something to either sabotage the carriage or create a distraction or anything like that, parts or something.
Well, if you're looking to sabotage the carriage, we could just try to fix the wheel again.
We could. That would do it really quickly, yeah.
So keep in mind, the slave caravan is going to have very different kinds of transport than this fancy noble's carriage.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not going to try to use it as part of the carriage. I mean, could I... this is not really what I'm talking about, but it's the first thing that comes to mind. Could I create a pipe bomb with something in this carriage? Or, whatever,
Yeah, probably nothing to that degree.
Right.
It would have to be something with materials that you have available.
Yeah.
Could you steal the axles off of this or some hardware and potentially do something that might be able to sabotage parts on those storm wagons? Definitely.
Yeah, maybe I can make a spike strip or something. Not literally a spike strip, but that sort of a thing.
Yeah,
anything to maybe slow them down or whatever kind of thing.
And Hannah, I think you got a 5 on your recovery die.
Yeah.
So you can spend that to recover a mix of any missing health and focus.
Up to that amount of focus, or?
Up to your maximum.
Okay. But that gets me back up to 4?
Yep.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, because I didn't lose any health. Yay!
Don't worry, I'll get you next time. One other important note, as you guys are considering whether to push on through the night or not, that would result in gaining exhaustion.
Hey, Brian, can you tell us what exhaustion does?
Why, hey, I would love to tell you about the exhaustion condition. It's bad.
I'd really like to know about it in this Cosmere RPG.
Just like D&D, exhaustion's really bad to accumulate. So, exhaustion works as a stacking condition. You can have a number of exhaustion levels, and each point of exhaustion you have provides a -1 penalty on all test results. So if you have exhaustion 2, you get a -2 penalty on everything. Exhaustion 4, -4 penalty on everything.
That's yucky.
So that can start to add up pretty quickly.
I'm still in favor of pushing on.
I think Edie would also be inclined to push on. Like, me as the player, I'm like, oh, -1, that's awesome, yeah. But Edie is just like, no, who cares about the exhaustion? We need to catch up to them. We need to get Doonin'. We're going.
Mm-hmm.
I'll follow what you guys do, but our roles have already been not so great.
Edie is a teenager who makes rash decisions, so like...
Yeah, that sounds on point.
And Bill, what about Nartel?
Yeah, Nartel and Orlo are all for pushing forward.
Okay.
As you just said, we need to go rescue our friend.
I can carry Orlo if he gets tired.
You start kind of heading on down that road. However, you hear a voice call out from behind you. Looking back, you spot Torchlight and the familiar face of Cal Rieger, the captain of the guard.
And he helped us, right?
He did.
Yeah.
He helped us, but Edie is now carrying a giant bag of stolen spears.
She is.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't wait for any of you. I turn and run over to give him a big hug.
I turn and run the other direction, I think. Or I jump into a bush.
And so you try and get, like, real subtle, like...
Bush!
Real subtle.
Cal is walking with several soldiers and followed after by a cart.
Uh-oh.
Phoenix, you come bounding up to Cal,
Mm-hmm.
and he looks at you with a really grim expression.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not here. I'm in a bush.
Nartel's just going to turn to Aelin and just... Almighty above, this can't be good.
What's going on, Cal?
Yopi, I don't want to do this,
Okay, then don't.
but I'm gonna need you and your friends to come back to Shadowstone.
Oh, yeah. That's a problem.
City Lord Adamar knew that you all left. Worse, he had reports that the 3 of you are involved in a kidnapping.
Kidnapping?
Huh?
Who'd we kidnap?
I'm not here. I'm in a bush.
And from that cart, you hear the voice of Tyndon, Edie's dad.
I'm in a bush. Edie is not here right now.
They stole my daughter! And that guy, he said he was gonna work as a guide, and they vanished!
So I know you said that we heard the voice and all this, and
You can see him, he's close enough at this point. Yeah.
But
But-
can we hear
but-
the conversation?
Yopi talking to them. Can we hear them, or are they at far enough distance that we cannot?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Aaron, you can roll 1 too if you'd like, and Hannah, you could roll 1 too if you'd like.
Yeah.
Well, I rolled a 17.
You could definitely hear him.
I got a 14.
You cannot quite.
Okay, I can't either.
So, Edie and Aelin, you can hear that they're talking and occasionally catch like a word or two. You think you heard the word kidnap, and you can see that Cal is shaking his head back and forth. Bill, you can catch all of it.
And Edie can see that her dad has shown up.
Yeah, exactly. However, do I see my dad?
You do not, because you're hiding in a bush.
Okay.
So Edie, you will hear this. Aelin, you will see this. Nartel will start getting his longbow ready, and he'll turn to Orlo. On your guard. Get ready. This isn't going to be good.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'll look over to Edie's father. I'll just kind of give him a curt wave and a nod.
Mm-hmm.
But mostly I'll turn over to Cal Rieger and kind of motion him off to the side to see if he would be, if we can speak privately.
Phoenix.
Yes.
I am gonna need a check from you on this one.
Oh boy.
Can you give me either a persuasion or a deception check?
Well, those are the same for me, so I'll go persuasion. No plot die, I'm assuming.
Roll the plot die on this one.
Oh, God.
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
16 with nothing on the plot die.
Okay. Cal looks back and forth, and he looks back at the couple of soldiers who followed him. And he just tells them in a kind of a quiet voice, "You guys wait here. Don't let them run away." And he kind of motions over to Yopi, and the two of you find a kind of little shaded alcove that you can talk.
So I kind of take him aside, and I'm like, "Look, I'm not entirely sure what's going on, cousin, but I think there's more important things that you should be dealing with right now." And I'm going to go ahead and from my back, I will unsling the breastplate that I took.
Ooh.
And let him know we came through the box canyon back there. There is one of the prince's own men who was ambushed by Shellmites. We were able to take care of the Shellmites. I mean, really, I was able to take care of the Shellmites. You should have been there. The hammer of
Yopi,
destiny
come on,
was
keep
out
going.
in
Yeah,
full
no, I know.
effect.
Keep
It was
going, yep.
amazing. You got it right. Sorry. So, but what I'm telling you is the remains of that Light Eyes are still back there, and I think that is probably more important for you to be dealing with than your friends pursuing their friend who was sold into slavery. I know you feel the same way I do about slavery. Cal.
Yopi, you know I don't like any of this. But that man who showed up, that big Unkalaki guy, the Horn Eater, City Lord Adamar's listening to him. And he said, we need to bring you back. Now, I might be able to talk to the soldiers and let them know we have something more important to go find. Bringing a Light Eyes back might smooth enough over. But where's the girl?
Did Yopi see me go into the bush?
I don't think he did, because he went bounding over to see Cal right away.
I went straight for Cal. Yeah, no, I doubt that I did.
And we can't hear that over here, or at least I can't, right?
However, Nartel.
Yeah, you know what? So, okay. Where's the girl? The girl, kidnapping? I'm not even. What is he talking about?
That's what her father is saying, and he brought it to the City Lord, Yopi.
And I look back over and see Edie's father there again. Sorry, Edie. I'm just going to tell him, I'm just going to tell Cal Rieger, there seems to be some kind of misunderstanding. She came with us. She felt the same way. And I think she's also trying to make sure that, from what I understand, it was kind of a down year for her and her pops.
Okay.
Like, there's no kidnapping. She's... I don't know where the hell she went right now, but she came with us of her own accord.
Alright, so no kidnapping, and we can...
Cal, you...
Yeah.
If I was going to kidnap... No. If I was going to kidnap somebody, I would... And I don't even know how to do that. Because, I mean, really, all I know how to do is somebody's going to come up to me and be like, wow, you're really handsome, and I would just follow you anywhere, but...
Yopi,
I mean, that's not what happened this time.
Focus. Alright, we can maybe spin this. Let's go talk to the dad. We'll get it sorted. And just maybe we can all get out of this.
And just put a hand up on his shoulder, give him a friendly squeeze. And, yeah, all right, man.
All right, come on.
Right behind you, cousin.
You talk me into it.
You're a good man, Cal Rieger.
The two of them come walking back, and you're about halfway back to the group when you hear it. There's a low, bassy sound.
Uh-oh.
The Chull, who is driving Tindon's cart, suddenly starts stamping its feet and shuffling back and forth. He's shouting at it, and then you hear it again. You feel this sound rumbling through the earth. And then suddenly, you hear the crunch and crash. And from underneath your feet, a sinkhole opens up.
I hold on to the bush.
The bush, the four of you, Orlo, and Cal, go falling down into the dark.
But the bush cushions my fall.
Don't you do it, Brian.
But we'll find out what happens next time.
God damn it.
You
Oh,
bad man.
Damnation!
damnation.
I can tell you what happens next time is I make sure to get underneath Orlo and break his fall.
So, we will find out what's waiting for you down in the dark on our next episode. But, until then, we will see you all next time. Bye!
Screw you, GM!
God damn it, Brian.
Death and misfortune.
Thank you so much for listening to Freedom Before Destination, a Stormlight RPG actual play podcast. Aelin is played by Aaron. Yopi is played by Phoenix Biscom. Nartel is played by Bill Ruska. Idalili is played by Hannah Cheney. I'm your host and game master, Brian Kershaw. You can find more of our work on Spirits and Monsters of Old Seattle, which is conveniently right in your feed. The Cosmere RPG was created by Brotherwise Games, based on the writing of author Brandon Sanderson. Our episodes feature music by the Black Piper from the album Kaladin, as well as other artists. Please check the show notes for a full list of tracks used. Remember, the ancient oaths must be spoken again. Life before death. Strength before weakness. Journey before destination. Good luck, aspiring Radiants. And we'll see you again next time.